I'm living my life, cause that's what I do best. See girls at my bank when they show me interest. Hey look, pounds or pennies, I don't scrounge off any. I'm fly, I am not an insect.
So the last 2 years in the UK in the urban scene, I think if it hasn't been the most successful in the whole history of the urban scene, then it's definitely the most successful in our generation. What's Wretch 32's opinions on what's happening currently?
I think it's sick, man. You know what I mean? We've looked at it from a long time ago. We're not newcomers to this, none of us are, you know what I mean? We've both been here for a minute. So it's like seeing it, and it's like when you're at the festivals and backstage is everyone you know, and they're all on the main stage, they're all on big stages, and you're like, this is crazy, man. You know, like I just can't wait to see where it's going to be in the next year or two.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you next. Where do you see it going in the next 2 years? Because, you know, as good as it is, a lot of people are saying, how long is this going to last?
Yeah. I still think we got a bit to prove. You know, we still got a bit to prove. We still got to show that we can consistently dominate charts. We can consistently sell out shows and do tours and etc. But me personally, I'm hoping it gets to the stage where it's about the words. Like, if you notice, like you hear someone talk about an American artist and they'll talk about him in the most artistic way, like Kanye, he's a genius. Like, I can't wait till I hear someone say Tiny Temper's a genius, Chipmunk is incredible. That verse, you know, like when you're listening to a tune and like Kanye releases the Good Friday, the Monster Tracks, whatever, and they're like, oh, Nicki's verse, and everyone's talking about a verse. We're not there yet. Like, it's a small percentage of people. I've never listened to a radio show, like, well, not never, but it's rare, and you'll hear someone say, nah, that verse, and you know how they do like top 10 rappers and all that. I'm hoping we get there. So it's about the art form and it's about the words.
Many people have said there's been like an evolution, because like if you cite the beginning of where this good era started, it was like ironic. Then it went to Wiley, then it went Tinchy, then it went Tiny, and you know it's coming to
so on.
That, you know, like yourself. Would you see there's definitely an evolution there?
Yeah, it definitely is. You know, I think everyone kind of adds to it and brings a different dynamic. You know, I think obviously Gigs even, you know, he brings his, that I really respect what he stands for, you know, coming from there and doing it like that. You know, I think it's a good look, you know. I think it's a very good look, you know. There's still more people to come through, and what I think everyone has to understand is everyone that came before is important, because it's a journey. It's never going to start with me.
Yeah, of course.
That's never ever going to happen. You know, you don't start there and then where would it go? Would it go backwards or what? Like, it's gone the right way. You know what I mean? And then everyone's played a massive part, so there's nothing but love for all of them. Ironic, Dizzee, Chip, Wiley, Tinchy, Tiny.
You know,
Flo,
like, it's like sometimes we miss Dizzee, because Dizzee comes from, like, in a way, he comes from like 2003, 4, like when his album
Before
came out. That's a long time, and it's like
he's nearly been there 10 years.
You see what I'm saying?
I
don't think people are recognising that.
Jeez. Now that you just said that, you know, because where in the corner come what?
2003.
2-3, but that wasn't. So that means he must have been there from 2-1, 2.
Yeah. When he was on Rinse.
Rinse and all that. That's what I'm talking. Yeah. So he's a decade, man. Come on, man. That's a ledge.
Whoever told you I'm not that guy? Whoever told you that I'm not that fly? Pinocchio knows that's one bad lie. Superhero, I'll fly right by. Superman style, bring you to space. Good view, space, and De Niro's, 'cause I'm that guy. Choose a man like me, think when it's safe.
Coming from the grime scene, you flirted with the grime scene a lot and that. Now people more see you as a UK rapper. Are you comfortable with that?
I'm cool. The thing is with me, what people have to understand is the first lyric I wrote was a grime lyric. The first song I wrote was a rap song. You know what I'm saying? And then my first mixtape was like half and half grime, half rap. And I've always, if I press play on the instrumental and I like it, that's it, I'm doing it. It's just as simple as that, you know. So whether it be rap, whether it be grime, it's just what I'm feeling at the time. And I really like music. I'm a real fan of music. And you know, sometimes when I'm not getting music from a certain genre, I'd go where I need to go to get some good music, man. You know, I don't want to be waiting around on, no, it's gonna come, and I just want to make what I want to make. And when I hear it, I like it. I vocal it's that, man.
A lot of people are calling you the saviour of UK music, of UK rap.
That's
you know what I mean? You're on a lot of people's list for 2011. There's a lot of tips and that. So put a lot of pressure on your shoulders, that expectation. You
know, the biggest pressure on my shoulder is me. Because I really, I'm my biggest critic and all that. Like all the other ones, I don't look at it as pressure. I kind of just take it as a thank you, a pat on the back. It's almost like, okay, cool, let's have a listen to what you're doing. Let's give you a shot. And this is what I always wanted. So for me to want it and then it be a pressure is like, would be wrong. So I'm just kind of taking it in my stride. It's really nice to be tipped, man, especially to be the only rapper on the list as well. You know, I think that says something. But me personally, I just want to represent for everyone.
And it's not guaranteed that, you know, you all know this. It's not.
It's not. It isn't. I think sometimes it can be a gift and a curse. I'm more of a what's his name? Goran Ivanisevic. I'm more of a.
He won Wimbledon once,
he won Wimbledon randomly. He only won once, but he came through on the wild card.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where nothing was expected, and then it was like, woo.
Right, you plucked it out. You're a tennis fan, yeah? I know you're not really on a football thing.
I'm not really too footballish, you know. I watched football the other day, but he done it for me because that was I just found I kind of respected what he stood for. He kind of didn't stand for he wasn't seeded. There was no great expectations. He came from one. The only sad thing is he didn't continue his reign.
Yeah.
That is the only sad thing. If he'd have continued, it would have been like, okay, you don't need to be seeded.